Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
After studying this Mandela effect for over a week, I came to realize that it's changing some of the more famous and popular lines in our cinema's history, such as Luke, I am your father. And if you build it, they will come. That's now, if you build it, he will come. And realizing this, I went to Gone with the Wind, the most famous scene. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. I had to see if they changed that. You know, the most famous line in our cinema's history. And Rhett Butler still says, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. But what I immediately noticed when watching that scene was the lead-up to Rhett's line. When Scarlett O'Hara comes rolling down the stairway, and she asks him two questions. And she asks him, wherever shall I go? Whatever shall I do? That's what she asks him before he tells her he doesn't give a damn. You know, he's fed up with her. And of course, today in the new reality, her line has changed. Her lines have changed. To where should I go? What should I do? Now, one of my friends on Facebook said that's the knockoff budget white trash version. You know, that might be a couple lines you might hear in the TV show Cops. Where shall I go? What shall I do? That's not what she said. It's not what I remember growing up and being forced to watch Gone with the Wind with the family. And of course, we're all waiting for that line at the end. You know, we couldn't swear as kids. But, you know, if we were imitating Rhett Butler, we could say damn. Or if we were talking about a beaver's house, we could say damn. And that's about the only time we could say the word damn growing up. And so usually someone would imitate Scarlett. Wherever shall I go? Whatever shall I do? And someone would imitate Rhett. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And of course, in this version today, she says, where should I go? What should I do? And it's shorter, just like the scene in Star Wars is shortened. And getting away from Gone with the Wind for a second, I said in my last video about Star Wars that scene is shorter than it was. And it's the pause after Luke Skywalker says to Darth Vader, he told me you killed him. Obi-Wan told me that you killed him. And there's a pause. That's where the pause is. There should be a pause there when, and today it's shorter. Luke says, today, he told me you killed him. No, I am your father. The delay I was talking about was after Luke says that. He told me you killed him. Luke, I am your father. That's where the time is shortened. In between, there should be a pause between Luke speaking and Darth Vader speaking. Going back to Gone with the Wind, some of you will remember, where should I go? What should I do? And, you know, and online, some people say, whatever shall I do? Wherever shall I go? That's not correct either. It's wherever shall I go? Whatever shall I do? In that order. And today, with the Mandela effect in charge, it's where should I go? What should I do? And many millions of people will remember it the way I do. And many thousands of people remember it the way it is today. So this is my first discovery with the Mandela effect. You know, I've been looking into it and making videos for about a week now, but they weren't my discoveries. I just saw some of these examples and they resonated with me. And this one I went to look up on my own and found it. And so, you know, there's going to be millions of people. If you could ask the world, what does she say here? Does she say, wherever shall I go? Whatever shall I do? Or does she say, where should I go? What should I do? And we know the truth. Many of us in my reality know what she said. And so that concludes this video. I wanted to make it quick. I can talk a long time, and I wanted to keep this one short. So thanks for listening, and if you remember wherever shall I go, whatever shall I do, please comment. And if you remember it the other way, please comment, although I think you're a kook if you remember it the latter way. And I believe you're from a different reality if you honestly remember her saying that. And, some people remember some of these one way and some the other. Some might remember Darth Vader saying, Luke, I'm your father, yet they'll remember sex and the city. So there's something weird going on here. And I do believe it's people doing this because a random crazy glitch in our reality wouldn't pick these examples out to change. I think it has to be people doing this, messing with us. There has to be people in charge of this, picking these very precise examples to change in our reality. Just to show, perhaps, we can change the most famous lines in history, in cinema history, and no one's going to notice, and no one's going to care. No, I'm your father. If you build it, he will come. Wherever shall I go? Whatever shall I do? There's someone in charge, I believe, that's doing this, a human being. And whether it's the CERN project, I haven't been able to get into that yet, and I really don't know what's causing this. So until my next video, adios, everybody.